live
Excuse me, sir. We're
excited
live. And
bring to
Mrs.
you
Ma'am and
the
Madame.
news of today.
Call in 248-575-5295.
Oh my gosh! But you said it wrong. It's 579-9295 or 5295.
Ha ha.
Ha
Ha ha.
ha ha
Ha ha.
ha.
Ain't no.
Anyways, DJ.
What up, though? We in the building, all right? It's the 39th episode, right, Rando?
That's what YouTube's telling me.
Man,
Okay, that's what YouTube is telling us. YouTube is also telling us that you guys need to boss up and watch the show. I don't know what you're watching. I don't know what you're listening to. We need the stats from iTunes to really see what's good. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like our listeners like to listen. We have a very mature crowd. They listen and they don't like YouTube. That's got to be it. It's got to be because this show is awesome. This show is amazing, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about today.
Well, hey, if you don't like YouTube, you can always listen live through the Podcast Detroit app.
Yes.
Also,
Go to podcastdetroit.com, click how to listen. You can download the app, tune into Studio One, listen to us live through that way.
Thank you.
This is why.
Multiple ways. There's no excuse.
No, this is why we fuck with you, though.
Yeah, for real, though,
Like,
Rando.
Randy is
You
Yeah.
are just.
You do a lot of
You
things
go that
that
extra mile, top quality.
you go the extra mile, and it's all about just being a decent person. Because I would do that. You know what I'm saying? I would do that. If I was Rando, I would do that too. And that's what brings people together, commonalities. And I just want to have a moment for harmony, if you all don't mind.
This is
Okay.
a harmony episode.
It's gonna get.
39.
We're gonna start scrapping, but for right now.
That moment is past.
All right, brother Prophet over here. He want to keep going.
Of harmony.
Moving right along.
Brother Prophet. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about today.
Yes, we do.
Playoffs is in the building. My sweater fits tighter because I'm in week 8 of the workout. You feel me? Cat is whack. I picked them, so I gotta talk about that. Starbucks giving reparations.
Oh my God.
Slimmy Fats got cooked by me. Him and the rest of the crew, they all buns.
You know what?
Who won most
I
money
can't
earned?
even.
The only person that
Slimmy
paid me
Fats.
was him. I gotta give him credit.
Slimmy Fast, because you know why? Because I won so much money. It's like giving away charity. Like,
I feel like you Eric Bledsoe. You got Bledsoe blues right now, man.
man.
You want to talk about things,
I'm
but
getting
you
money.
lost.
Anybody want that 2K pull up?
Anybody else?
Hey,
I did cook him.
let the world know that do not play DJ because he's a cheater.
Oh, my
DJ is
God.
definitely a cheater.
Oh my.
On numerous occasions, I have fast breaks going, and he presses pause.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just.
okay.
Who does that?
I
feel
just
you.
want you guys
And
to
he
know
made
that
me
no
play
one
on
else
a-
knows what you're talking about.
They know
We
2K.
should have
They
been
know
there.
2K
You'll be
stuff.
at the next tourney.
Yeah.
They know 2K.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
listen
he's
though.
cheating.
It's good.
And I already
Okay.
went through the whole house multiple times.
Pause.
Or maybe not pause.
Right, or maybe not.
Or play.
Or play.
Right, or play. Right.
Right. Fast
Well,
forward. Let's do that.
I do
Let's
feel
fast
you on that.
forward.
A lot of, one of those times was crucial, but most of the time it didn't really affect what was going on. I don't think so. Here's my disclaimer: on the PlayStation remote, on the PlayStation remote, the pause button. I'm sorry, the timeout button is that big block that's unnecessary, and on the Xbox controller, that particular spot is timeout. Pause. So I kept calling pause when I was trying to call a timeout. Pete was getting upset about it, and all I could do was be humble because I knew it was wrong, but I really didn't mean to do it.
So
I wouldn't do them like
gamers,
that. I like to win
you
fair
are-
and square.
So you gamers know, does that big block look like a small oval shaped button? No.
Gamers, are you ever looking at the controller to see what it looks like? No.
When you initially
He does
play,
have a point there.
You
do.
never look. You
Oh,
go
wait,
for the
wait,
field.
come on,
Wait,
you
wait,
do.
wait,
If
wait.
you
Thank you.
transfer
Aren't
from
the PlayStation?
Thank you, assassin.
Time out. Aren't the PlayStation buttons shaped to the button?
The buttons, but not. It's this big, thick, stupid thing in the middle.
In the middle,
Pause.
there's 2 of them. That's it.
No. So
This-
you
no,
got
it's a
your
big-
4 buttons over here. Then you got this big black pad.
Yeah.
it's about
And
the
on the
size of my
Xbox-
phone, though.
Yeah, it's unnecessary. And on the Xbox,
I'm-
there's this button that doesn't say nothing, and this button
It's
that
two
doesn't
little
say
small
nothing.
buttons.
Two small
But,
buttons.
okay.
So when I boom,
Don't believe this shit.
he
Yeah,
like,
but
oh,
you're not looking at the button. That's the
thank
thing.
you. Yeah, I didn't do it.
So
It
why
wasn't a
you?
strategy.
But you just told on yourself because you
How?
said it didn't say. This button says nothing.
Ah, so he
Because
did
when I'm
look-
like, oh, what's going
So he
on?
did look.
Then I
no,
looked.
So he did look caught. Caught.
You
In
just
Nah, I'm
told
not
on
caught.
yourself.
I
Anyway.
didn't.
He did.
I looked down to check. Anyway,
the
let's,
record books, it says Slimmy Fast the champ.
it definitely
You know
does
what?
not. In my
I'm not
pockets,
saying-
it says that I was a champ because
In his
respectfully,
pockets.
he paid like a
Okay.
real champion
Because
should
you know why? Because I just won like $100.
before I came.
Pause.
And he switched. That was the quickest, easiest $100
Right. Bump, bump, bump.
But yeah, let's get into these topics, though.
All right.
Moving on.
The real
Okay.
topics we're talking about.
Let me roll out your topics. You got a bunch of them.
We do.
MB, you got them over there?
I got them in my brain, man.
Oh, he's ready.
Don't forget shit, man. No, but
was he talking about again?
no, let's talk about the playoffs. Who's like your dark horse, or who's like stood out to you now that you've seen the first two games? Like, who's looking good?
I have to respectfully bow down.
And you know,
I haven't been able to watch the games. So,
Oh,
so
I appreciate you admitting it.
What's up,
You
King?
know we got to revisit awards for the year too.
yes, I know, but
But go
like I
ahead though.
said,
We on this?
So basically, I think like all the teams I thought that had a chance to upset are really they're upsetting presently. You know,
We got it on record too.
we got it on record. Now, I think Philly's in trouble. Philly's going to the Eastern Conference Championship. Nah, bro, they're going against Miami, which people fail to realize is D Wade in the playoffs. No matter how old he is, how beat up he is, he's going to show up and show out like he's been doing.
No, dog.
Period.
He had one good game, man. Come on, Pete.
Hey, that was on the
That
road. That's big.
that
You still
was
a game on the road?
disappointed. He was so disappointed in that.
Yeah, I was. Come on, bro.
He didn't even
Who?
look at you when he said that.
I'm a Kobe fan.
Because
and I wouldn't
he's an
even lie
Embiid
like
fan.
that. I am an Embiid.
So you're saying that wasn't impressive? He dropped like 23 in the first half.
I did not say that. It is impressive. However, it's not a constant. That's not something that he's going to be able to do over and over. As a matter of fact, he's currently getting cooked. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, D Wade is old as dirt, man. He
It
only
ain't
got
over.
hype. He only got hype because Kevin Hart was talking trash. He really don't care in real life. So if
In
Kevin,
real-
if Kevin
Here
Hart
we
shut
go with
up,
this real life shit.
He
if
definitely
Kevin,
cares.
if Kevin Hart shut up, he can go on about his life, retire. You know what I'm saying? D Wade don't care, man. D Wade, let's rewind back to last year when they were up 2-0, possibly 3-0. Don't remember. It was one of the two. 2-0 against. I'll go with 2-0 to give you the benefit of the doubt.
2-0.
Okay, so they was up 2-0 against the Boston Celtics, who had an MVP candidate in Isaiah Thomas, right? Isaiah Thomas. Rondo was balling. So therefore, D Wade was balling. Once Rondo got injured, D Wade couldn't bring him over the hump. They had D Wade and Jimmy Butler. If D Wade had anything left, they would have went on ahead and closed that series. But since he old and he caught, that was last year. So now we fast forward to this year. You really think
He's playing,
he has
playing
no
less
chance?
this year, so he conserved that energy for the playoffs.
This guy has no chance whatsoever, man.
Okay, now when Philly get popped, that's why MB's so impatient to get back out there because he's like, hey, if you don't put me in right now, I'm not gonna get a chance to even play in the playoffs because we're gonna be going fishing.
The mask is
Going
playing.
fucking fishing. He like, I don't care about my eye. Just take it out of my fucking eye socket. I just want to play.
Right. Take
Yes.
it out of my eye socket. I will go ahead and play. If they say
It's gonna be.
that I can't play,
He's risking permanent damage.
then I can't play.
Every week, dude, some way we get caught up in this LeBron MJ thing. And somebody just messaged, Akina actually messaged someone, LeBron is the next MJ.
Why are we talking about him and MJ?
Right.
Once again, he hasn't reached that status.
Hey,
Here's the guy who goes to the championship
know.
and lose every year. Get out of here, man.
What y'all think? I don't know.
Did MJ lose in the finals? Next.
How many times he lost in the first round? Second round?
What difference would it make?
That means everything.
That
That you
does
weren't good
matter.
enough to even take your team past the first round.
You just made it to the playoffs.
We talking about Jordan, man. She
Man.
said, is he better? She said, is he the next Jordan? I'm saying absolutely not. And why are we comparing him? He does not qualify.
Anyways,
He's the
we're
first
not gonna have
Bron.
this conversation. We've had
We're
this
not.
conversation.
Right, he can just
way
be
too
Bron.
many
He
damn
can be the
times. Fuck
guy
that.
that's a big giant point guard who passes first. Therefore, he's going to have a bunch of finals losses because he's passed first. And that's the only reason why he got the finals losses, because he don't have the killer instinct. So let him be the first him.
He's not an assassin.
He's not the assassin.
He
Do you
is.
see this haircut? Do he got that? Absolutely not. It's the assassin over here. Period.
Does he have this hairline?
Definitely not. Well, I don't know. Depends on who you pointing at.
But yeah, so we're talking about Philly and Miami. We got Utah over there looking like they may do something to your boys.
6 games.
Six
Six
so you
games,
got
OKC.
OKC, 6
Yeah.
games.
They got the vets, you know what I'm saying?
They got the young D Wade over there, though.
Young D Wade, man. People don't understand, dog. This is D Wade with a 3-ball that does not fall after every layup. This the D Wade that you wanted D Wade to be.
No,
All
no,
D
no.
Wade fans,
No.
trust me.
That's blasphemy. You talking about
It's really not.
the third best shooting guard of all time.
So
That's
what-
exactly who I wanted him to be.
And what is Donovan Mitchell gonna be?
The scout report is like a baby D Wade at most.
If you look up the rookie numbers,
No, he's good. He's
Low-key.
great, but
You know what I'm
you can't just throw people's name with like D Wade's just
Why?
off like one season, because D Wade is a Hall of Famer.
okay.
Multiple championship winner.
you have to
Larry
see-
O'Brien is like his cousin right now. You see him so much. You know what I'm saying? And he's
up with Bron.
the third best shooting guard of all time. That's crazy. D Wade's numbers, you look at his career numbers, it's like 26, 5 and 5 or some shit like that.
Which is
Right
why
now.
you should get out immediately.
Which is like
Before
unheard
he
of
messed that
now.
up.
Once DJ
So-
turns on you, it's done.
I
Like he's so.
am an assassin. Okay, my name is Bean DJ Ville. All right. Now, here's what I forgot what I was gonna say because of that. Oh, okay. So he is baby D Wade.
Okay.
But if we compare the numbers, and I'm going to do that when we get on another topic, and then I'll hop back in. D-Wade's first year with this guy's first year, I'm pretty sure that they mirror each other. And D-Wade won a playoff series when he was on that team with Lamar Odom in his first year doing the same exact thing. I feel like they having the same – they got like mirror careers as a first year. So, of course, I can't compare, 1 year to – 82 years that D-Wade has played, but
82.
1 year versus 1 year, he little D-Wade, in my
I mean,
opinion.
and he scored more than D Wade his rookie year for sure.
Yeah.
So,
He out here. You know
but
what
D
I'm
Wade
saying?
is my favorite player, and I
No
know
disrespect
that
to him at all.
you just can't keep throwing these guys willy nilly like style.
Willy nilly. Okay.
I think that's an honorable comparison.
is.
I don't even think you should feel
I made
any
it, but then I was like, man, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. He got a lot more to do to even be compared with this guy.
Now, I don't think he'll be winning on Utah, but I can guarantee a championship from Donovan Mitchell for sure. I guarantee it right now.
Ooh, that's big.
You don't
Going on
have
record.
you don't have a package that he got.
So 18 pause.
Oh, that's terrible, man.
Pause.
Give me the
Where's the
bell.
bell?
What is
Man,
Jeez.
that's terrible, man.
This guy talking all willy nilly over
Silent
here.
Bob? DJ said
My bad, people
some
at
other
home.
shit today.
America. I'm sorry,
anyways.
America.
Well, what do you guys
So-
want to talk about next? We want to talk about a 4-point shot. Do we want to talk about?
I mean, while we're talking about Philly, just like, do you think Joel Embiid should come back and play tonight? He's supposed to be playing tonight, right?
Yes.
So, do you think that's a good move or not?
I think that's a great move.
I think so too. I would.
I think it's a sign of panicking. They're like, shit, if
Yeah.
we don't put him in here, we're out of here, Jim. Got to put him in there. So he's our only chance. They got our number.
In their
Well-
defense, D-Wade, Embiid is the one who cried to play, though.
True.
Yeah, he said he did not want to be babied anymore.
Mr. Glass better be careful out there, man. You breathe on him too hard, he might just shatter a kneecap or something. Like, Ref, he breathed on me hard. Take me to Wakanda to repair my knee.
Right. Use the vibranium.
The vibe, the strength
This
of the Black Panther. So,
do
so
something.
So he has the strength of the
Better holler
Black
at
Panther.
T'Challa, man. Get
So
some
he's
pepper
gonna
in
be
his
fine tonight,
chest.
right?
Yeah, he's
purple
playing
herb.
tonight with the black mask.
Yeah.
I feel like you and Embiid are on the same tip as far as rolling new stuff out tonight.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? You come with the hot fade, and
It's nice. I like it.
it's dope. People at home,
Thank
you know what I'm saying? You need to tune in to YouTube
What
so
are
you can
guys'
check it out.
opinion of her new hairstyle?
Or Podcast Detroit. I think we
Yeah,
streamed
your
on
name.
there as well. So check us out. Okay,
Yes.
so I got the numbers. All right.
All right, let's hear him.
D-Wade, 16 points per game as a rookie. 0.6 blocks. I'm in that category because we know him for doing it. 1.4 steals, 4.5 assists, 4 rebounds. So basically 16, 5 and 4 because he's 4.5 assists. I'll give him 5 for that. All right. Now, people at home, listen very closely. Donovan Mitchell, 21, 4 and 4. So I was right. He's having a better year than D-Wade.
I said he scored more than him his rookie year.
All right,
But
so
what you fail to realize though, he's on a Utah team where he was like you the man off rip, and D Wade had to
there's so
earn
many
that.
other
You know what I'm
factors,
saying?
though, to that.
He had to
Like,
earn his right to be D Wade.
all right, so who was on the team? Who was the number one
I
option?
don't know, but we have a
Antoine
lot
Jameson?
of other
Antoine
shit to talk
Jameson,
about.
yeah, he
We
was
can
still that
research
guy.
this later
Lamar
on.
Odom.
Okay.
But there's a lot of other stuff going on as well.
Control the situation, Assassin. Go ahead.
I'm just saying.
I'm following
just
you.
saying. We have everybody's criticism of LeBron's response to Greg Popovich's.
Jeffing he was doing.
What?
That boy did it, man. Brian caught. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of reasons that I kind of got a bone with him.
Let's hear it.
That was whack. You was Jeffing Brian. You should have been like, what? It's inappropriate for you to throw this at me right now.
He was warned before the interview.
Right.
So,
Right.
and
School
that's
him.
why,
School
and
him, killer.
thank you, and that makes it worse.
Why?
Because now you pretended like you didn't know. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
he did.
man.
He did.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
he
I
doesn't
thought that's where
realize
you were
how
going
big
with
his
it.
forehead
Oh,
is.
man.
And that act of surprise was
Pop, his
emphasized.
wife.
Well, he
did-
said that
he took a moment.
The emotions kind of overcame him.
The second time, huh?
I can believe that.
The second time.
No, but I mean, like she tell you this, you like. Oh,
Well,
you already
I mean,
fucked
when
up.
you get
And now
ready
you
to,
try
like,
hold
talk
it
about
in.
something.
You like, I gotta be professional. I'm gonna try to hold it in. We get to talking, and that voice get to trembling. It's over. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like-
you know
And
what I'm saying?
he
Once
did
you say
have,
something
he
like
did
that,
have his
then
mom
boom, boom,
hands
boom,
on his
boom.
hips. He had his
Mom
hips.
hands. I like that.
You know, he was like a disappointed mom.
Yeah.
He's like, damn, like
Yeah, so I mean, I
he
feel
took a
like
second.
I
feel like
think
And
he's
his
genuine.
eyebrows and his extra head.
I think he tried to fake cry. His fake cry was worse than Nicki Minaj's. Come on, Brian.
no.
Woo! It was worse than Nicki Minaj. I'm looking like, I mean, are you gonna say something? Or you just gonna, keep rubbing your hairline? That's all he was doing, rubbing his hairline, talking about how
It was a quick pause.
he had a pause, and I don't have a problem with, I guess, expressing grief. You know what I'm saying, live on television. But what I do have a problem with is him agreeing to be asked. He felt like it was an opportunity to be Brian and to put a stamp in his character category, because a lot of people think he's the greatest because of his character, and he knows that. He know that his game just can't speak for itself. So he's thinking, here's another opportunity for me to be not only civil rights Brian, but empathetic Brian.
Stop.
I like all people of
Okay,
all
but what
races as long as they like me.
No.
So I appreciate you, Pop. It's personal. I love you. I'm so sorry that it happened. A real one would have been like, let me go call Pop now. I got to end this interview. Thank you for
Man.
telling me.
Oh, my God.
That's what a real one
That's
would
not
have did.
true though, because
Because that's what I would have did.
No,
Real talk.
people
I'm
deal
not,
with grief
no.
in every different way.
Ain't on camera?
Some people laugh at grief.
On camera?
Some people laugh at funerals. You don't
On
know.
camera.
I don't. Be on camera. You be on camera and agree to some shit, and then
I'm not
have,
going to agree. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, but
I'm going to say no.
then it would have leaked that he said no.
Right.
That's fine.
What's the difference?
I would have, on the press
And
conference.
then there would have been criticism about that.
Here's
So-
how I would have handled that. And then I'm gonna shut up. No. Now's not the time. I just found out about it. Thank you for telling me, but I'm not prepared for a response right now. Go in the locker room, dang, shoot Papa text. You cool with me?
He's gonna
You
text
cool with me
him?
talking about this? Because we don't even know your wife exists. We don't know that she was ever sick. We don't know nothing. I don't even know that you married. So are you okay with me talking about it? If so, cool. So then I go to the podium. I just want to express my condolences. I just found out that Pop's wife died, blah, blah, blah. He's a pillar in the basketball community. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm LeBron. Here's my gold star because I'm not going to win a championship this year.
Man,
and I'm leaving.
if you don't get off that
No,
shit,
that's totally
not
false.
true. No,
That's fake news.
He
Just
was in
body
the public
crime.
eye,
Fake
and what do
news.
you
No,
what
he
do you
didn't.
what do you look like? What do you look
2K
like when?
champ.
First of all,
Junior varsity.
Hey, man. Yeah, because the Xbox
I'm
and
gonna
I
go to
still
church. I'm gonna pray for these niggas. Anyways, so what do you look like in the public eye when someone asks you to give your condolences to someone's wife on camera? You don't know how the question was phrased to him. You don't know who was around or
We do
what
know
the
it
situation
was right there.
was.
We saw it. Is she?
No, you weren't there for the pre-warning.
Oh, the pre-warm? Okay.
You don't know what was said, how it was going to be asked, any of that. I mean, none of us
don't.
know.
I'm just going off of what we
and
should know.
if you want, and if you want to say that about his little attention and all that shit, there was plenty of players that reached out and tweeted that weren't approached live on television and put out a tweet sending their condolences. So is Steph Curry looking for attention? Because he's not
Not
going to
at
win a
all.
championship?
I think
I mean,
some
I'm
killer.
just saying, though, like,
I'll respond when you're ready
lots
for
of
me
people
to.
did it.
So my response to that is, if you're gonna tweet something out, that's cool. But in order to act like you just got hit with it right after the game, and I'm so distraught, that's kind of whack. If you just got the news right there, I just feel like the national media is not your medium to talk about that kind of thing, especially if Pop was living a private life and we didn't even know his wife was sick. So for the journalists that did it, I can't really say that it was Bush League. She was being an investigative journalist and pushing the envelope. That's her job.
yeah.
But for him, you got to check the journalist. Yo, that's personal. Hey, Detroit Red, did you know that Killer's mom died yesterday? Okay, Jinx, of course, my bad. And I'm going to be like, we got to talk about this later.
Anything
gotta
else
talk about
goes
this later.
away in my life. I
Right,
swear to
I'm
God.
just saying, we
Don't
got to
talk about that shit.
We have to talk about this later, ma'am. That's disrespectful. That's my friend. Don't come at me. You see what I'm saying, though?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, move on.
For one
then.
thing,
That's cool.
no. For one thing, the NBA is a fraternity. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, like, they know each other's families, like, so they mourning. And so, and it is not like LeBron is just giving his condolences on somebody just coaches in the NBA. Like, they're friends. They talk during off season. You know what I'm saying? They're cool. They're really cool. So he respects him. And then LeBron, he wants to speak on it. And the reason why he got emotional because he started putting himself in that position, what human beings do. When you hear some
What he
sad
tried
shit,
to
you
do.
like,
Okay.
like
but
how
the
was it with
fact-
me? He's thinking about how would he feel if that was his wife that just died. You know what I'm saying? He like, damn, you know what I'm saying? He tried to keep it professional, but emotions kind of took over.
But the fact that he was also the person that reached out and made a video saying that he was the one that was warned before the interview. He told on himself. So if it was...
That's what make it worse in my
He had to
How?
because they were destroying her, and he respects her as a journalist.
So, what? I mean, I just don't see how that makes it work. You sat there and he admitted he was the one that said, yeah, I was warned.
So if you were warned, why did you respond? For your own glory.
No.
You selfish
'Cause he
son of a
did.
gun.
He doesn't
'Cause he did,
need
'cause he
any
did, 'cause he doesn't
more.
care about that shit.
He doesn't need any more cameras on. Come on, this is LeBron James.
Right.
Probably
like,
the biggest sports
anything-
athlete,
he coulda-
most
he coulda
recognizable
just made
player
the video afterward
In the
world.
and said that.
LeBron
and had
James
more,
loves
and
the
probably
attention.
more views and more support.
He loved the
doing
attention.
that.
Queens, run you. Ask Russell Simmons. Come on, man.
And whatever.
ROC
Anyway,
get gunned up and clapped quick.
anyways, speaking
JJ Evans. Come on, man. Just saying.
Is it 9 o'clock?
I know. Okay. How about
whole
we?
record label.
How about we move on to that? Speaking of controversial statements, Stephen A.
Nice
Smith.
segue. Oh, Stephen A. is a dummy. What did he say again? He said
Oh, he said a lot.
he was. I would compare him to Trump
He said
because
a lot. He dug himself in a hole. And
dog
then dug
so
himself
quick.
Further.
Max was like, "What? Like you said what?"
Man, we don't even pay attention to Stephen A. Smith anymore.
Really
Like,
though,
at this
because
point,
he is
Screaming A.
so.
You like a
Right.
like a yelling.
First of all,
a yelling
who-
Muppet baby to me.
Who
you
like?
the
I'm
Muppets.
sorry.
Screaming
I
A.
have
Smith.
2 middle names. Do I need to be addressed as Christina Nicole Marie Kenzie or?
No,
like,
Christina NMK.
It's just like why?
Enzy.
Why?
NMK
Killer. Period.
Assassin.
Assassin killer. And
I really like Assassin.
Kenzie.
Assassin is matching. Yeah, I feel like A Long Kiss Goodnight when she shaved all her hookup
I
off
know.
and she was cold with it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about you right now. For real. Assassin. It's another level. People at home. Period. If you thought you saw something this, wait till this summer. If you thought you saw something this summer,
Yes.
wait till this summer when Killer step out
Assassin.
with the assassin.
Shut up.
You won't know what to
Anyways.
do. Okay.
Stephen A. Smith. So, Cap tweeted on Jackie Robinson Day. He quoted him and said, "I cannot stand and sing the anthem. I cannot salute the flag. I know that I'm a black man in a white world."
That was Kaepernick who
Yes.
quoted. Okay.
He quoted Jackie Robinson. And then Stephen A. Smith decided to go on a fucking rampage.
Right. And do you got what he said? Because
Yes.
you did some good research. Go ahead.
He said he's not comparable to the great Jackie Robinson. And then he continues to go on Twitter. He said he
he went to Twitter?
Yeah, he's on Twitter. He was on Twitter.
Wow.
He was the man that was responsible for integrating the MLB. He came up in a time where we were devout of civil rights, where we can't use the same restaurants or bathrooms. We can't patronize the same businesses. But what's funny is this is the same time as how many incidents at Starbucks where black men have been kicked out for doing absolutely nothing. So,
Yeah, we still
Stephen
live
A. Smith,
Right.
sit the fuck down. What are you
we
talking
still in
about?
the segregated area.
Is he the BDB?
He's the BDB.
He
gotta be the
He is
BDB.
absolutely
Boss down, bro, of the week.
Starbucks was the BDB until Stephen A. Smith opened his
Right.
mouth more.
My
So-
thing. Go ahead.
He
Go
lives
ahead.
in Coon City.
So this is my thing, man. I don't even pay attention to this guy anymore. I don't even watch his show. I watch Shannon and Skip. To me, Stephen A. Smith is Steve Harvey's little brother. You know what I'm saying? Look at him close. He's Steve Harvey's little brother,
In
and
that category.
and so he grew up underneath Steve's shadow his whole entire life. He never was good at anything. He tried to play ball. He averaged 2.6 points a game, 11 turnovers. So he grew up, and he's like, "Ma, Steve's funny. He has all this talent. What is my talent?" She's like, "Baby, your talent is being loud. Use it, and you will go great places." And he did that. I'm always gonna be the loudest panelist in the room. And I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be known for that. That's my niche. And that's all he is. He's a loud talking face.
You know what
Yes.
he is though? What I peeped that his niche that he trying to be is like he trying to be a hip coon. It's a new coon era. You know what I'm saying? Like so, you got a Ray Lewis kind of coon.
But it goes further,
You got
though.
a Barkley kind of coon. They over there.
Ray Lewis and Barkley.
Yeah, they over
over
like they'll never say nothing pro-black. But Stephen A, he'll throw you off. Cause he'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Roger Goodell needs to put Kaepernick back in the league. I support the brother. And you like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Then he gonna fry you at the end though,
Okay.
and say that he's not Jackie Robinson and that he's Donald Trump.
But then he did that. No.
What's wrong
but
with this man?
Do you see what he did, though? He compared him to Trump because he said that
He
Trump...
coining for dollars though, for sure. Just to put that out
Okay,
there.
Shucking
but
and
his
jiving.
Oh,
comparison...
shucking and jiving heavy.
His comparison...
He know he foul and he like it.
But I'm going to give you guys an inside scoop.
Okay. The
Detroit
blood
Red, a.k.a. DJ, once compared him to Malcolm X.
said. I did, people at home.
He wants to compare Stephen A. Smith to
7
Malcolm
months
X.
later.
How do y'all feel out there?
I actually wrote a blog about it. It's out there.
It's out here. I
It's out there.
encourage
I
you
can't
to
even
look
take
up
it
his
back.
blog.
It was very articulate. I was like, Stephen A. is unafraid of
He's
the
a
moment.
pioneer for the black community.
I think I said those exact words. I mean, it was eloquent.
Yeah, he's a pioneer. He's leading us to the wrong direction.
Okay, no,
for
listen.
sure.
All right.
It was before.
No, but
It was
listen.
before that he started to coon.
But
though,
his
in my defense.
his comparison to Trump was the fact that Trump, I forgot the specific teams, but basically, what the
Patriots, football.
no. Yeah, we're football.
Okay.
The league,
Who want
the
to come on
separate league.
camera?
XFL. Right. Yeah.
So Trump basically he
wanted a
took
team.
down. He sued them for like 1.9 million and took down that whole league. He actually won that lawsuit for $1. That was his
Right.
profit, was $1, but he took down the league basically.
Right, he said, but
and
the
then when he
effect of-
wanted to buy a team years later, they were like, "Nah, fuck you.
Yeah, you
We
wildin'.
don't want to associate
The Bush
with you."
League.
Right.
And then
So
he was like,
then he compared Kaepernick to Trump in that sense. Like you tried to do this, you tried to make this movement, you took down this league, you caused, revenue to go down. Now you're trying to get back on a team and no one wants you back on their team.
So,
That was his comparison.
So to me, it sounds like he's here for a desperate hot take, because he knows that's a hot take. Like that's
Exactly.
that's a headliner. Stephen A. compares Cap to Trump. And then when you read it, you got to be like, oh,
He's
well, I
not-
guess
he's
I'll
not
see the
cooning
comparison.
that much.
You see what I'm saying?
So
Like
he's going back and forth.
Sure.
Exactly.
It was a decent comparison if you strip
If you
away
read-
the history of what Trump has said.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
if you
saying?
actually read the article, but most people don't. You just see he compared Trump to Cap,
Right.
and that's all you see.
And for that, you coining for dollars. And you know it's Stephen A. And Max Kellerman, shout out to Max. For some reason, he blacker than Stephen A.
yeah, he is.
Get over here.
Most
Stop talking
people don't
I was
know
trying
too.
to be cool on the side.
Max Max Kellerman, he actually started out as a rapper. He was a hip hop rapper, him and his brother, and they were doing it. They had a group
Called Him and Him, not Eminem.
Yeah, so his brother actually was like really in the streets, and I think he got killed. Yeah, he got killed on some street shit. So he's from he's seen some parts of the hood himself, so he kind of can resonate with the underdog a little bit more than Stephen asshole Smith.
Max Kellerman may be the white Detroit Red too, folks at home. Low key. You know what I'm saying? Low key though.
Detroit beige.
Detroit beige. I gotta rock with him. From here on out.
Okay, so what
And
are
B
your
got
thoughts-
11 at the half, folks at home, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Turnovers?
So, what
Points.
do you guys feel about
Go B.
Starbucks now?
I'll take the last leg on this.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm just gonna say this: they were totally at fault, but that was just one franchise of was it two?
2 now.
Two now. So I mean, you got to look at the areas that you're going in, and you know what I'm saying. You kind of, it's not acceptable by any means, but you kind of like can expect that. Like, I mean, this is the world we live in. I mean, racism hasn't gone anywhere. I mean, it was hidden for a moment, but it was still there, and it still rears its ugly head. When the time and the opportunity is right. Now, I think we should show our power behind our black dollar, just to show them like, hey, this will affect your bottom line, and it will. And of course it has, because Starbucks has issued out a free cup of coffee or something for everyone, I guess. So it's like, come on.
Everyone's equal now.
All right. So it's like, I don't want to say Starbucks is a racist organization, because these are like isolated incidents, but it's just a messed up fact of life that we have to deal with right now in America.
I agree. It's not a surprise at all, because I mean, it's Starbucks, but the fact that people don't understand what the problem is. It still boggles my mind.
Right, that's the problem. Yeah.
And like, because the backlash from people, or from white people that I've seen comments and employees from Starbucks commenting, saying that
Getting
people
fired.
have come up and said like, oh, I can't believe that they're gonna shut down for a whole day. That's so inconsiderate of their customers. Like these people are so oblivious to the fact it's just amazing. Like these people are really insulted that Starbucks is going to be closed down for a day. Like that is the issue,
It's
not
like-
the fact.
It's more of the fact that they're going to be closed down to honor some black people. If they were closed down because of animal rights, I don't think nobody would say nothing.
I
Animals
agree,
have
and
taken
I am
over-
very sensitive to animal rights right now.
I understand
But
that. I'm
I
not going to say
agree.
nothing
It's
like
so
that
true.
because I'm mourning with you.
No, that's so true though.
Yeah.
It's so true.
They have superseded us on the social hierarchy. Dogs. It's
And
it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But if it was a dog, they'd be like, oh, it's so wrong. Let's protest. They put that dog out for no reason.
and
Dogs have rights.
It's a service animal.
Unfortunately,
Service
too,
animal.
though, the LGBT, the gay community, that is also, instead of grouping together, I feel like, I don't know, like certain groups get more support, and it's like black people are always like, get over it,
Yeah.
and it's
Hurry
like
up,
everybody
too.
else is like.
I mean, how about
And that
supporting
pins
a
that
black
pins
chain,
the
though?
minorities against each other, though.
How
And
about
that's
just going
exactly
to a
what they
black-owned
want.
coffee shop? You know what I'm saying?
Getting
Okay,
deep, though.
don't worry about that. Like, okay, I don't go anywhere I don't feel welcome. If I don't feel welcome there, I don't need to be there.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm either gonna go somewhere where I do feel welcome, or I'm gonna just
But
start my
that's the sad
own.
part, though. Like that's the sad. Like that's the only point that we're trying to prove is that, like, it's clear that you guys don't want to be around us and we don't want to be around you. But don't say that we have the same opportunities and the same shit.
Can I-
and then
No, it's
look
not
at
us
one
not
group.
want to be around them though. I feel like
I mean, honestly, though, you can't say that you don't know black people that don't like white people. That's not true.
Nah, from the black perspective, it's more of a defense thing. Most black people, and they'll start commenting under
Okay,
here
that's
because black
fine.
people love white people.
I know, but at
death,
the same
like-
time,
Right.
but at the same time,
They
though,
love white people
it's still.
to a fault. It's taught on slave plantation. We can go, but we don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Here's what
But
I wanted
it's
to
still
say.
different, though. It's still both sides.
I don't
It's-
think
but
so.
it's uneven, definitely.
Sure, it's uneven
Right.
by a landslide to the point where we don't have to say it's both sides. In my opinion, I mean,
Okay.
actually, that's fact. But we can argue the facts later. I wanted to just jump in.
I'm just talking in terms of
Okay.
like if you were to bring a white girl,
hmm
how would your family react?
My particular household is a pro-black family. However, they are respectful. They would never say nothing to me, but I would
There
know.
would be an issue.
I would know that they would be like,
And
"What's
that's
wrong
the
with this
only
boy?"
issue. And that's the only difference. And
Mm-hmm.
like I said, it's uneven, but it's still there. It's still
Yeah.
there.
well, that's different. But
Think you
like,
gotta-
we're not talking about like just relationship wise. Like you bring home
But that
a white
carries on
girlfriend.
into
But I'm
into
saying
everyday
like
life, though.
I'm saying like a white
Institutional.
person,
More than
a white
you'll
person going to a
realize.
black establishment.
Okay.
He's not gonna. The black people are not gonna be like what your white ass doing here.
They're
Or
not gonna do
They're
that.
not gonna do
yeah.
that. They're gonna be like, what up? You know what I'm
They-
saying?
yep, they
They're
not
gonna be
gonna do
cool.
that.
They're gonna be cool, and they're gonna interact with you. They're gonna be like, damn, we're glad you came to our establishment.
Okay,
Yep.
but let me
Let me show you how we
play the
get
devil's
down.
advocate really quick.
You want
though.
a free shirt?
Hold on.
Right.
Let me play the devil's advocate because what black establishment is going to call the police on
On a white person?
They won't.
anybody?
They will not.
on
None.
anybody.
I mean, no. If you
Period.
you
No,
get
but
out of
as
control,
a black
they will.
business owner,
That's not
When are
playing
you gonna-
devil's advocate.
No,
That's
that-
proving the point.
I'm just
honestly.
saying though. So you might, and what white person is gonna walk into a store or wherever the fuck you want to play the situation out in, and then call the police afterwards in a black neighborhood?
Well, I'm saying you made a statement that
I'm just saying though.
no,
like,
you made a statement
that's the
that
difference.
black people like they're not as like welcoming just on the same tip as a white person not being welcoming to a black person, and I don't think that's true. Like
No, I'm not saying that they're not as welcoming, but they might even feel threatened if a white person walked into a shop, but they damn sure are not going to call the police.
They don't think they are the police. Like, are you the police? All right, you ain't the police.
Right.
All right, cool.
I kind of feel like you often try to draw a false equivalency as a white apologist, and it overshadows your true 50-50 experience because that's just not true.
The 50-50 experience.
Well, what's not true is it's not even. It's not even a little bit uneven. It's one-sided. We didn't start anything. Like, this is just the world that we were born into. And if anything, more of us should be more defensive. The knock on black people is we aren't defensive. We cannot agree on one agenda, and we do not feel equally oppressed. Most of us play Stephen A's card and try to get ingratiated with white people. I want the white man's praise so that I can move up because he's in power. The majority of us are not like, oh, F the white man. You know what I'm saying? That's like a very small minority of black America that does that.
I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying is in terms of that and exactly what you're talking about, I agree that it is not even by any means. I agree. No, what I'm saying is that we and me and you disagree on this standpoint.
Fundamentally.
Because you say, we're just gonna give us equal rights, but we're gonna leave you alone. And you can
let's not make sense. Right. Okay.
And from my standpoint and from a lot of other people, they are trying to say, well, if you want equal rights, you need to understand each other a little bit more. And when both sides are shutting each other out, that delays progress. That's what I mean in the stance of like black people, understandably, are very apprehensive to accepting.
That's when that's when I disagree because I think that
they do, but it's still like takes a second.
I think black people accept white people on not necessarily on black terms, but on human terms, or you know what I'm saying? We can't accept you on inhumane terms.
And it's different. I agree.
But they will not accept us on human terms. They're like, hey, I want my rights. No, you black. What are you talking about?
Right.
We'll accept you if you just cool with just being a human being and not judging me. And I don't got to judge you. But if you judge me, now I got to judge you.
Right.
Now I got to be Malcolm X.
Right.
We can be very harmonious.
All I'm saying is that
have they ever had a Martin Luther King?
Judge white people first too, and they could turn out to be something different.
Martin Luther King was
but
black.
We normally give them that chance. I'm just saying.
At the end of the day, MLK was black. MLK was the greatest gift that God could have gave to this country. He ended segregation. He made you possible, right? And a lot of other and Barack Obama.
That's the thing, though.
And he brought harmony to the world.
Regardless, I mean, there was mixed kids happening.
There was not.
Jefferson was praised. Like, what do you mean?
There wasn't a white Martin Luther King.
Yeah, but there was mixed kids, and yes, it was illegal. But unregistered guns are illegal. Like, there's shit happening that's gonna happen anyway.
I just think that they say that black people are the conscience of America for a very good reason, but then on the flip side, we have to be demonized and portrayed as criminals. But really, we just here to make them better. At the end of the day, we're the ones who are humane. I didn't make this rule about color. I didn't do that. But since I'm the victim, I'm going to be the one who I'm gonna pour my heart out to you, and I'm gonna welcome you with open arms. And if you welcome me, that's cool. But if not, let's scrap. You know what I'm saying? And it's just and that's just it. Like I don't have a pre-juxtaposition towards a white person. I don't care about that. But if you're a racist, now I care. Okay. I don't. That's my honest truth. Okay. I don't.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on.
Speaking of racism, let's talk about the great state of Texas. We got Dez Bryant is now a free agent from the Dallas Cowboys. Where do you think he'll land? What's the best spot for him to land?
It doesn't matter, man. There's Buns. He's done.
He's done, huh?
He's done. Stick a fork in him.
He has digressed the last 3 seasons. I believe. Well, I think he's still a great talent in the NFL, though, for sure.
Packers.
How old is he?
Packers.
He's still young. Like
He younger than me for sure. I'm
like-
32. Dez got to be like
28.
29. Yeah,
I
28.
think he's like 28.
Ain't no spring chicken though.
I mean, yeah, well,
He's very injury prone. I think that Dez needs a very accurate quarterback because he can't run routes and he can't get open. But
So,
he's open all the
what
time.
can he
Wow,
do?
right.
Right, which is
What is he doing then?
what he can do is use his big body. And now I'm just kind of
Hating?
No, I'm just restating. I'm restating what the pundits say because I can't pause the frame and look at what routes Dez run. I don't know. But this is what they say about you, Dez. They say you can't run
What
routes.
they say about you?
You know
This is
what I'm
what
saying?
they say. This is not what DJs say.
I haven't watched the tapes, but they say you can't run routes,
They
Dez.
say-
They say you are an interruption on the sideline. I have seen that, and you dropped a lot of passes last year, and you're very injury prone. However, your quarterback didn't necessarily, y'all didn't have the chemistry that Tony Romo had. So maybe if you get with Aaron Rodgers, I know he needs a quarterback that can throw him open. Meaning, if you own me, Aaron Rodgers can put it right here so I can catch it. Matthew Stafford can't do that. That's gonna be an interception.
That sound like a bisexual threesome going on right there.
It wouldn't be including me if it was going on.
You can put it right here so I
People
can
at
catch it. Okay. All
People at home,
righty
these
then.
people are foul.
All righty then. Got a Pornhub
Edition.
edition is going on.
Episode 39.
39, I thought it was 39, 69.
Slam 39.
This is
Minus me.
Simmering
Bang
in
Butt
the stew.
73. What?
What else you
Bust
got on the
stews.
Bust those in the stew.
Bust stews.
That's enough out of both of you.
So Kelly says, I've noticed that blacks seem to be more nice to whites than their own people. That may be facts.
You
Yep,
think?
absolutely.
Sorry,
Yes,
Absolutely.
I would say so too. But is it that like acceptance factor though?
I mean, it was.
Wanting to be accepted by
Yeah, just
by
like
white people?
having to be extra nice so you don't have any problems. Like I don't feel like killing someone today, so I'm gonna put a smile on my face when I say hi.
No, it's like
Because
it's
I do
some-
that every day.
Nope, it's not thought of at all. It's very subconscious. It's like, oh, I only see you when I'm at Walmart, and
Why Walmart is the worst
And
place.
when I'm-
Walmart is the
I don't see you in my
equivalent
community
hell.
though. So hey, hello, Mr. White Man.
Imagine
are you?
Walmart in North Carolina. That shit. Thank you for shopping at Walmart.
No, I
Can
mean,
let's talk. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, we need to move on. But like, I want to just say, I think that we do that because as a result of the Willie Lynch syndrome. You know what I'm saying? That's what it
Okay.
is. It's like, so we look at each other as competition or
Yeah.
a threat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's because that's how we were brought up. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't from our neighborhood, we don't trust you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You look just like me.
To this day,
You got cousins that's cousins with me, but I don't know you like that. You ain't from 6 Mile or you ain't from Mactown, so I don't trust you. So it's like that's been embedded in our brains,
Do
and
you
so we
think that's
kind of
gotten
carry that
better
out.
though?
Since,
Lately?
since Black Panther came out, yeah.
right? Since the Black Panther,
And I
Panther.
honestly, I want to say in the last like 2 years, I mean, it's got a little bit better. Teeny.
I mean, I welcome any of my brothers and sisters, but if you got some type of scandal look about yourself, I'm gonna definitely keep my eye on you. Just being real, you know what I'm saying? Just
Well, of course,
the
but-
world that we live in. But I'm not finna just look at you like you're some criminal off rip, though. I gotta see some criminal type gestures. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so do you think now, and this is pretty controversial, that it's more of what's going on with the Trump era and all this whole racial division? Do you think that it's more, black people accept more black people because it's just like, all right, well, at least you're not one of them?
Right.
Kinda-
yeah.
kinda
get to
too.
your
probably so.
corner, get
Yeah.
to your side of the corner.
Like,
yeah.
well, I know,
Well,
I mean,
there-
at least if it's going to come down to the most basic shit.
There has
like-
been a couple of things. There's been many things that have happened nationally that has galvanized black people and made them stick together. I mean, we can start with look no further than police brutality and police murder of
Right.
innocent people who have not had guns.
So do you
Okay,
think
so-
that has helped?
That has helped momentarily, but then after that, we go back to our everyday struggle. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have people in the struggle, you have them distracted. at the end of the day. So, you can stick together for so long, but if there's no movement, if there's no option to where when I get off of work and when I get finished feeding my family, because that's who come first in my crib,
'Cause there's
I
nothing
I
else
can
after.
go join that movement and I can go join in. You know what I'm saying? If not, it's not there, then I may go make a Facebook post and let them know how I feel, or I may hop on the stew. But the majority of us, where you going tonight? What's good? What's popping? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We just not that plugged in. However, I will say, look out for this generation's politicians. Trust me, it will be different because
Right.
it is not the civil rights movement. We aren't getting hosed down with dogs, but this is a new type of situation where people are oppressed by the police, and this generation's got something to say. These kids in school, these kids get master's and doctorate degree at a higher rate than it's ever been, and they will have a voice. Just wait, man. I mean, it's like soon, like the very next 10 years.
Your boy.
My father-in-law watching. What up, Pops?
Absolutely.
This one I want to talk about. Let's get ratchet for a minute. Nicki Minaj, I told y'all.
Oh God.
Nicki Minaj and Cardi B was gonna beef. I didn't tell y'all, but I was thinking it.
They've been beefing. They've been.
All right.
Since
But
Cardi-
now it's out
It's-
though.
Yeah, it's getting blatant.
Because people keep trying. People, and that's the thing. Like, how many female rappers are there? This is
Two.
exactly
You know what
this
I'm saying?
exactly what the fuck the government does to the American people. Like, literally, there's 2 female rappers and they can't just coexist. They have to be pinned against each other. And all these male rappers are making all this money and they're in charge of everything and run everything. But now these 2 women have to. They're taking the cake and they're leaving the crumbs. You gotta fight over crumbs.
I
That's
blame
exactly.
Nicki. I blame Nicki
Cause she's sour.
for
Yeah.
wanting the whole margin of crumbs.
Yeah.
And Cardi,
She's salty.
she's salty, but guess what though? The rooster, the chicken has come home to roost. You did the same thing with Lil' Kim. You dissed Lil' Kim.
Yeah,
you
but
disregarded
her reign was a little bit shorter. That's why she's salty as fuck.
And the fact that Lil' Kim wasn't necessarily out when you
Right.
came out. She
Exactly.
she on the interview fake crying. Oh, if it was somebody of that stature that got on my song, I would have been nothing but respect. Really? Because when Lil' Kim was just saying, I wish she would just give me some props for stealing my whole swag,
Right.
Right.
you was coming hard at Lil' Kim.
Right.
Remy Ma had to put you in your place.
And she,
So I'm kind of rooting for Cardi B. Cardi need to just come on, have that baby, and cook Nicki Minaj. And just
She
send
can
her,
do it.
Get her out of here. Yeah.
She can do it. But the thing is, I got to look at this two different ways.
Okay.
Okay, we could look at it to where you say like, hey, yeah, there's only 2 females out here making noise. It's enough pie for everyone. They shouldn't be beefing. But let's not forget that hip hop is a blood sport.
It is.
And it ain't just because, okay, these 2 female rappers, it's these 2 are looked upon as being the top female rappers. So it can only be one.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same way on the male side. So, I mean, for all my feminists out there, you got the right to be aggressive in your rhymes and want to beat somebody ass lyrically too. So let that out. Just don't say like, oh, it's all right for the males to compete and do this, and it's not all right for the females.
Okay. I
Boom.
touche. I'll give you that because when 2 New York rappers or 2, if it's a West Coast, East Coast or whatever, if 2 people
gotta
are
see who
good
that-
at
who
the
that
same
guy.
time,
We're gonna see.
you always got to compare them.
Right.
But
Okay, touche.
on the feminist defense, I feel them in saying that it's not, even though it's a blood sport, it's not an equal playing field, so we can't move like that. It's very much like being black in a white world. Let them move that way. But us over here, as the minority or as women, as a marginalized group, we don't need to move like that. We need to stick together. And if that's the case, it's Nicki Minaj's fault for not being the OG, for not saying, I love Cardi B.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want to do
Okay.
some songs with her. All she had to do was publicly come out and embrace her, but she saw her as competition. She saw her as coming
She
for
is
her crown.
competition.
She-
Though.
And we don't know what happened in the background as far as Nicki being like, hey, my people call Cardi people, and Cardi people ain't called back. Oh, we at the same club and Cardi ain't speak. We don't know. There's some details that we don't really know.
It's just it's the level of competition, no matter what where you're coming
And-
from. Because look, just like if you're the big time drug dealer over here, you see this newcomer coming up that's balling. He's the guy. Now this is affecting your bottom line. It's affecting your money. You know what I'm saying? So, and the same thing, Cardi coming out smashing like this, that's affecting Nicki Minaj's money. So they had to go toe to toe.
Or is the beef making them both money?
It is. It is
So
true.
why wouldn't they just keep it going?
Right,
Like, even
right.
if they were on a song together, and now they're
They playing it right. They playing it.
exactly.
It's calculated.
So who knows?
It's offset. Offset.
Mama.
Mama told me.
Hey.
But no.
Like
I think she's gonna eventually come back, and it's gonna be you got to play it smart. Your response to her has to be on your album. So it's like the next album that she drops, I think it's gonna come out on that. It might be the #1 single, and it's gonna go crazy.
Because them singles, she got out the Barbie things and the something else. I listened to the other one.
Nikki,
But she was, she talking about this phantom person. You know what I'm saying? So every bar that she put out now is like, oh, you talking about Cardi.
You know
You're not talking about Cardi.
Have y'all heard the verse that the Migos told her to change on Motorsport?
Yeah.
So that's what it came out. She said her name.
Did you feel like they should have made her change that?
Hell yeah.
Me
you
too.
ain't come at my
That's
chick,
my girl,
dude.
bro.
And
And
I
she,
might put you off this bitch low key.
flat out.
Right though, and
We don't need you on here low key.
Yeah, she hot. You not. You not saying nothing. You
Right,
sat
'cause-
there and let her be hot, like you had some fire cooking though,
Right.
and then came out with something regular.
against her.
Right.
Come on, man. If you was gonna wait and cook up, I'm
At
thinking
least come
either you
drop
with her
a
and
full
y'all
album.
cool, or you got some fire. Like I'm about to end everything. Your junk was wet. You singing. You doing a pop singing too.
Right.
That's what make her whack, and you doing the voices, and it makes you unauthentic and weird.
See, that's the problem
You
too,
whack.
like, cause Cardi got the
'Cause Lil
streets.
Wayne
Nicki
and-
could
and
never.
Birdman are
Nicki
cool
could
again.
never get the streets. Cardi got the streets too. She got the pop world in the streets. Nicki kind of like she started out. She had the streets, and then she left the streets and went straight pop. And the streets don't embrace Nicki like that no more. You know what I'm saying? It's all Cardi. But we were just about out of time here.
Yes, we are.
Let us know. Are you team Cardi? Are you team Nicki?
Team Cardi or Team Nicki, are you going for Joel Embiid tonight, a.k.a. GOAT B? People at home,
Don't
that's my
do it.
favorite player. Go for the boy. This man is going for D-Wade. I don't know why. Delusional.
Wait.
So we out, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in.
Bitch, we out.
I'm glad to be
Bitch,
back
we
on
out.
Facebook, but we out of here, man.
Bitch, we
Bye.
syndicated.
39. We syndicated on
39,
everything.
39, 39.
All right.